Alright, the discussion time is up. Here are the rules for reply speech. After the speaker has spoken for 3 minutes, the bell will ring like this. And after the spoken for 4 minutes, the bell will ring twice. The speaker has to stop. Now is the time for reply speech. We will now invite the opposition to present his reply speech. Time given is 4 minutes. Please begin.
Okay, so a very good morning to the honorable judges, members of the floor, and of course my worthy opponents. My name is Felix, and I'm the fourth speaker of today's opposition team. Now, as the fourth speaker, I'll be giving the reply speech, but before I start, I would like to thank all of you today for being here at today's debate, as this is the last from today's opposition team. So, you said that in cooperation, it makes people work together, while in competition, it leads to people working alone, giving them stress. But this is actually wrong, because as my first speaker said, this stress would make people have the incentive to improve. They want to improve themselves more, which would lead to success. Because when someone loses a competition, their lost will would want them to learn from their mistake and improve themselves. Measuring what you're good at and what you're not, and knowing yourself more is an important matter in determining success. Like my first speaker said countless amount of times. So what the dear government said clearly doesn't stand and it falls. And furthermore, my second speaker said that our team's second point is foster innovation. Intense competition between US and Russia in the Cold War, which is race to space. Now, while in this instant atmosphere, they were racing against each other, competing against each other. They are trying their best to win this competition, and in the end, Russia won by creating a satellite, which is still causing a big impact in today's society. Nowadays, companies like Apple, Samsung, Huawei are still competing as well. They are trying to see whose creation would be better in today's society. From here, we can see how competition have helped us out in determining success. If it has already given us such a technological advancement, so what would we be without it? Cooperation will only slow down the advancements due to the lack of competition, like my speakers have said countless amount of time. Now, moving on, our team's third point is about economic growth. We should all know that the rising of city is because of competition itself, the competition to earn more and to produce more. Companies competing with each other to produce more products in order to make more money, and to do that, they would also hire people to work with them. Now, without competition, the economy would not grow as much, because economic growth is the crucial part of the country, and with the help of competition, it has helped us to maintain it. If we were to turn to rely on cooperation alone, imagine what would happen. We would have slow development causing economic crisis, people living in miserable life. With that, I would like to urge the members on the floor and the judges in saying with us that competition is better than cooperation in determining success. Thank you.
Thank you. The reply speaker has spoken for 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Now, let's invite the government to present the reply speech. Time given is also 4 minutes. Please begin.
Good morning, Judge, honorable audience, and my respected opponents. I'm the fourth speaker of government team. The topic for today's debate is cooperation is better than competition in determining success. Let me reply with these main points that we just talked about. Our first point is cooperation among teammates is one of the key elements of success. It's true because everybody has limited time and intellectual resources, so learning how to cooperate with others can both to efficiency as well as minimize the possibility of competence and success. It isn't possible if you don't have any cooperation in your team. If you just competition but without cooperation, then it's impossible to create a good product. Our second main point is cooperation brings broader horizon to us. It's true because when we work as a team, we will learn from we will learn our teammates different ideas, levels of and their knowledge. So if we have a cooperation, we can broaden horizons to us because teams with members from coming diverse background can give us different perspectives and ideas. The potential benefit of horizontal cooperation to increase their profitability or to improve the quality of their service. And our last main point is that cooperation provides learning opportunities. We learn from our teammates and keep discovering a new way to do something. It's because as a team, people with different skill, level of experience and abilities will share their experience to us. So we will get the opportunities to learn from each other while we are doing the work. So if there is no cooperation in our team, you won't be success. Too much competition also can make you success because you have to work against something or somebody and it has unhealthy side effects like tired or stress. So it's very important to have cooperation in your life. Cooperation can help you to make anything to success. Chairman, openers, and numbers of audience. In conclusion, our team is strongly convinced that cooperation is better than competition in determining success. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. The reply speaker has spoken for 3 minutes and 19 seconds. We have now come to the end of the debate. Now the adjudicators will give both of the teams some comments. First, let's invite Ms. Ng to give a comment.
Both teams present very well in this competition, but I think the government teams, a lot of points you can counter back to them. So oppositions, you give a lot of points to the government team. So government team sometimes maybe can take some points to counter back. Then you can give some example. Maybe not enough time to collect the information such as from internet. So some points you can counter back to them. For example, you can give China's example. Because in old times, China they use a community service, so they a lot of them they are corporations each other, but they not have any motivation. So the motivation, then they talk about the government teams, opposition teams talk about the, for example, if there are a lot of competition, then you have to counter back then. If competition a lot, then will cause the people cannot cooperate each other. So this is the point you counter back to them. Okay, so the others is okay.
Thank you. Next, the chief adjudicator, Ms. Lily, will give a comment.
Today's competition, I want to congratulate you for the two teams because you can finally come into the final. It's a very good effort for you to prepare for it. And this is a chance for you to learn how to debate, and there are still rooms for you to grow lah, for debating, like on the techniques and on how to attack the opponent. So there are some of you still, you have good points, but you still need more training, I would say. It just need training, and the way on how to present your points smooth and with confidence. Okay, I think some of you actually was too nervous or too panic. So that means it will cause you to lose some marks. Okay, and for the government team, there are actually there are some points that you can actually use to bring out, to strengthen your point. Like for example, you should emphasize the importance of teamwork, the importance of why cooperation is important, and the teamwork, and how teamwork can help individual to grow. Because I see the many of the point of the opposition, they emphasize competition is help you to fight and to grow, and the initiative of that. But for cooperation-wise, you do have an initiative to work together. That means there's a goal. That means to achieve something together. That should be the initiative of cooperation. And there are still rooms to grow up for both of you. And some of you did actually quite good. I think you performed well. So as a team or as an individual. Okay. So thank you for now.
Thank you. Next will be Miss Wendy.
Hi everyone. Did you realize that there's a bug in this topic? Yeah, there's a bug. Because when we talk about competition now, in order for you to success, competition still requires cooperation, right? Yeah. And if the government is smart enough to point this out, you realize that whatever they say actually can be attacked in a way that you want big success, you still need to cooperate. You want competition, but yet people still need to cooperate to achieve success, even if you have competition. So if the government is smart enough to point this out, the opposition would probably face a very, very tough time trying to rebut you guys. So I do admire both spirits, both team spirit, as I see that both of you guys really tried your best. And for the government team, next time round, try your best to also stick to the topic in determining success. How to pronounce this word is determining, not determining. So when we are determining success, a lot of times cooperation is a must. First speaker, you have already mentioned about teamwork. Work on teamwork. Go on, second speaker. Can you do things without teamwork? We're talking about cooperation here. Can you do things alone? Your stance should be one vs many. And their stance is you need competition to win. Your stance is how can you win if there's only one person? If you don't cooperate, then how? Ask them. Then they'll scratch their heads. But I still want to congratulate both teams. I really enjoyed this debate, and for you guys to have improved from day one. People standing in front of the stage, hands shaking, legs shaking, paper also shaking, to now. You are still standing in front of the stage, you are still shaking, but then you are speaking a little bit better. You are voicing out a little bit better. And I see a lot of growth here. Personally, as a teacher and also as a friend, I realize that in this case, I see how competition helps you guys, and I also see how you guys can cooperate with each other. I would like to congratulate both teams in this particular case, and also, don't be scared to speak. I think I have mentioned this quite a number of times, but try not to be scared. You guys are doing a good job already, and be loud, be firm. Sometimes even if you're not so sure, it's okay. Be loud, be firm. Scold them if you must. You guys are already doing what you're doing is already correct. Yeah, don't worry about whether or not they are from what class or whether or not they have experience. It's okay. Yeah, just be firm. Go on with what you're talking about and restate. And there's a little technicality with both teams. False speaker, reply speaker should not give new rebuttals. Yeah? Both teams, false speaker, yeah? Try not to give new rebuttals. That's the third speaker's job. Make sure the third speaker do your job right. Make sure you have good time management. You can finish everything on time, yes? So the false speaker's job, my recommendation is to, number one, talk about the main clash. I did not hear any main clashes today. You talk about the problem. Maybe the government's clash could be 1 vs many. Yeah? How can you success? What is the rate of success of 1 vs the rate of success of many? And as for the opposition, maybe your stance could be whatever you are having right now. Like for example, competition will bring greater heights, yeah, compared to cooperation. And then when you are doing the false speech, which is a reply speech, try to also give a best case, worst case scenario. What they say, what we say, and then we win because. It is okay for you to say that we win because. I have still some time to kill. Should I? Where's Mr. Jared? Yeah. Should I continue with my comments or what? Play some music. Okay, wait. I have still a little bit more to say. So, best case, worst case, analyze the case according to what you have, and also do more research. Yes, I realize that you are using the same points. Same examples, not enough examples, yes. Give more examples, give more points. But once again, aside from all these minor mistakes, you guys have already done a great job. And I, deep down, I would also like to represent all teachers, all judges, in saying that we are very proud of what you guys have done. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. This is the end of this round debate.